Yo, what's going on, y'all? We are back
What up? What up? What up? What up?
post draft recap slash all that. We
Oh
we we
yeah,
back,
this
man.
is one time of the year.
Yeah, man, in the month of May. So shout out to all of us for, getting through April. We don't know what April was like for most people out there. For our listeners, hopefully April was good to you. If not, guess what? It's May. It's May
It's
now.
May,
We're gonna
baby.
make May happen. We're gonna make May shake. In any weather, right? It's still a little ugly out here in Buffalo, so I don't know what it's like for all of our listeners, but um yeah, we still trying to get that elite weather. I don't know when we're gonna get it, Z, but it's taking its time. It's
Yeah,
taking
this is regular. So I'm sick of this 40 and rain. though. I need that. I need that season to pass.
Bruh.
We gonna be rainy. It needs at least be in the 50s and be rainy. This 40 and rain is miserable.
Yeah, man. I don't like my throat having to feel funny every other day. You gotta put the heater on one day, put the fan on the next day. Trying to roll your windows down, but you don't want to put the windows down because the rain coming in. So
Yeah.
it's yucky season right now here in Western New York. But shit, we're gonna get through it though. On the positive side, I'm fucking with the Trey though. I gotta say, I gotta compliment the jersey. I'm fucking with the Trey White
You
two.
know, I feel like I had to throw something on today. I don't know why. I looked in the clouds. It was like, let me throw Trey on today. I
I
see you,
threw,
bro. I see that.
yeah, Bills robe, comfy, but
That's nice. Terry Claw. I
nah, I
see.
mean, a little something, but
Yeah, I just had to throw a little shout out to Trey today. I don't know why. It's for like throwing on the 2-7.
he
But
low key getting slept on. Like I feel like,
oh, big Trey season coming.
yeah, like I feel like
I
not
think
to
people be
say,
forgetting who Trey really is. Like taking it for
yeah.
granted. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, like I
he'll
don't
be
know.
back.
It's just I get a funny feeling that some fans and even some outsiders, like when
But I
they
feel like that about the team in general, though. Not even just Trey.
nah facts.
Team in general. I'm just like, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
They,
and
they
I
act
be
like the team wasn't just 13-3.
right, and I be having to remind some people, and like everybody not gonna listen. We know how it is when people get online. People, they're gonna feel how they want to feel. If they don't want to get excited, they don't want to get excited. If they want to still be down about last season, but I'm just like, yo, you can be upset about how the Cincinnati game ended but still be hopeful with the additions that they made and with the healthy guys coming back that they're gonna be okay. Because I'm like, they lost 3 games last year and one in the playoffs. So let's not get crazy.
Yeah, I
Like
think that's that recency bias. Like you
that's all
remember
it
the
is.
most recent thing you saw, but like that don't negate everything else that took place throughout that season. They
Right.
still top in the league and points scored, and points allowed. Like they were a very very solid team, and I think a lot of people forget that because you see other teams around you making big strides, but again, like your team was already a very solid team, so like you ain't even got room for those big strides because you were already kind of up there. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, shucks. We know the division got better. I mean, the division was better already last year. I mean, look at our
right.
record within the division. Like we were 4-2. So like we know everybody gonna be on the heels. The conference as a whole. I like what Baltimore did, and we'll get into that.
Thing
Like,
is, like we still cleared the division by like 3 games last year. As good as you thought other teams were, they Bills were still at least 3 games better than everybody else in the division. So you
right.
know, but again, none of this mattered till September hit, and then we'll see what's really up. But all I'm
Listen.
saying is keep sleeping on this team if you want.
So I gotta ask you a question. I forgot last week when we recorded. Did you give a bold prediction, or did you say you're gonna lay off it?
Did problem is I don't remember.
We're gonna have to run that back. Maybe somebody will let us know if the
Yeah,
comments is active. Y'all can let us know what Zyrus
yeah. If
bold
not, I
prediction
have
was.
to
I
run
do
back.
remember mine's though, because I tried to remember if my draft joints went through, but I will say I was 0 for 2.
I remember.
But, but I was close with what's the name, but they passed on him. I was like, the Jets. They passed on JSN.
Yeah, mine was I said New England was going to take a quarterback in the first 3 rounds,
Okay. Okay.
and
Did they
that
end up
didn't
taking
happen.
one at all?
I don't think so. Let me double check right now though, but I don't think they took one at all.
Because
Let's
I,
see.
I thought for sure when I saw the Jets at
Man, they had a
15,
lot of picks. Shit.
when I saw the Jets at 15, and what's the name was on the board, JSN, I said, yo,
Yeah, they
damn,
had 12 picks.
who New England?
Yeah. Damn. But yeah, no quarterback at all.
Okay. Well, like I said, the Jets had the opportunity to get a wide receiver. We know they went a different route in that first round. I think they went with Willie
Will
McDonald.
Anderson or
McDonald.
yeah, McDonald.
But Anderson went to I think Houston. But yeah, they went with McDonald, which hey, if the defenses in our division want to load up on defense, I'm with it. I get it. Shit, you gotta play Josh Allen,
You
Aaron
surround
Rodgers.
yourself with good players. He's a good player. So I mean, and they linebackers was weak last
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah. So,
run it up. But I
obviously,
mean, they went and signed Randall Cobb. Whoop, 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 whoop. That moves the meter for me. None. I'm
I,
like, oh,
I about to say, what you gonna do? Take snaps away from one of the young guys?
right.
Like, that's not doing nothing for me. So I'm gonna get right to it with your thoughts first. We all know, or most should know, the draft weekend is over. It kind of came and went by quick to me. I
Yeah,
mean, maybe
dude.
because I had a lot going on. I don't know. Like it was a crazy weekend for me, but um, I I don't know. Like it just kind of went by quick. But like, what was your overall thoughts as far as what the Bills did, and then we can go into kind of like who your favorite selection was.
Yeah. So I mean, I just kind of go, pick by pick for a little, at least for the first couple rounds.
Okay.
Like when I saw the run on receivers happening, I was like, "Yep, we out." Because I mean, 4 ran off in a row. As soon as they started coming out the board, I said, "Okay, I got a feeling receivers out the window." So once we got to that point, I'm like, I want a weapon. Because when we did our mock draft, how things fell, it ended up being between at that point in time when we did ours was Zay Flowers and for me was Michael Mayer trying to make that decision between receiver and tight end. Because like I was cool with the tight end even before the draft took place, but I didn't
Okay.
expect Kincaid to still be there.
Right.
For him to still be there and on the receivers off the board, for me, it was a no brainer at that point.
Okay.
So when I saw them move up to hop in front of Dallas, I'm like, it got to be for tight end. It's got to be. And then they said Dalton Kincaid, and I was extremely excited. Like I know a lot of like I was I went to Twitter after the pick and saw some of the reactions. I was like, oh, you would have
Ooh.
thought they picked a kicker, but
Right. Right.
again,
Or a corner or something.
yeah, again, a weapon is a weapon. You give
Right.
Josh another playmaker out there, someone who's great with the ball in his hands, great after the catch, great with routes, can win at every level. That's everything that people wanted in a slot receiver
Right.
or whatever receiver you want. You want somebody with good hands, someone who can get open. Let's knock my camera off. And
It's all
that's
good.
exactly what took place. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was pleased with the pick. I was happy. I knew what the guy can do with the ball in his hand. The
Okay.
thing I was nervous about though is, envisioning what the offense actually looks like. Because, we haven't seen this coordinator running offense so far that really utilize tight ends. So it's like, okay, that's all well and good, but what does that look like from an offensive standpoint? But that can't be determined right now.
Right. That's a fact.
That's a wait and see thing. But with another weapon on the board now, it's what do we do with um how does Allen get the ball in his hand and how does Dorsey design a scheme to make it happen? But the
Right.
weapon, the skill set, I absolutely love. I absolutely love it because, like, yo, you just put a mismatch nightmare out there.
Right. Right. Point blank.
Anything
Yeah.
that can help take the pressure off of Diggs, help open the middle of the field up. That's what I want, and that's what they took in that player. And it's even looking long term. If he is a good player and it is someone you do want to extend, you're doing that at a tight end price as opposed to a receiver, which makes a difference. Not saying I don't want another receiver because I definitely do, but you know, I like that pick a lot. I'll
Okay.
just
All
put it
right. All right. Day two, day three. How'd you feel overall about those selections?
good, man. Listen, Osiris Torrance was someone that a lot of mocks you saw to the Bills in the first.
At 27, yeah.
They saw it a lot. So, for him to still be there at our pick at round 2, I mean, it's one of those. How can you not take him right there?
Facts.
It's still a position of need. I mean, we've signed some depth guards in free agency, but again, 6'5", damn near 350,
Right.
a massive human. It's hard not to. Again, but he's a different mold than the type of lineman we've had these last few years. We've had more athletic, more mobile guys, but this dude can move mountains.
Right.
So to have that big of a man as a people mover, open up holes up front, it's hard not to like that pick.
You can really put him on either side because I haven't really. I'm not sure if they locked in which side McGovern gonna be on. Is he supposed to be on the left side?
I think initially they talked about right on him and then Bates on the left, but
Okay.
shit, I think that all remains to be seen. And
Okay.
again, this could be a future pick too. I mean, it could be a situation we don't know what Mitch Moore's situation is after the season. Bates
Right.
could go to center,
Right.
Torrance could go to guard. So like I feel like it just gives them so much more flexibility up front, and it just creates so much more depth.
Yeah, facts. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from that move for me was that originally as far as offensive line, like in the first round, I was like, it ain't splashy, but I would get it. But getting him
Right.
at that value in the second round, it's actually pretty good for me because I knew he was top 30, 35 on most boards. Like he was
Mhm.
just either the first or the second best interior guard on most boards. So to get the second best guard, if we want to call him the second best guard at 59, to me is a steal. And to get him on an offense that already has the talent.
Right.
So now you're just putting him on there to do his job, which is block for Josh Allen and block for the running back, whoever the running back is, which we'll get into because we got 4 now. So
Yeah, I think I saw he never gave up a sack, and I
right,
think it
never
was
gave up a
right.
sack. I think they said he only had like 2 or 3 or 4 penalties in 4 years. So like
Right. That
this
show
is
mentally he's engaged,
right.
not taking those plays off, not getting lazy.
Right, and playing in the conference that he played in. The man played in the
Exactly. This
SEC.
is
So
SEC talent, right?
right. So you could imagine what he saw like on a week to week basis, and for him to be able to hold his ground, obviously big as hell, but for
Mm-hmm.
him to hold his ground and not get out of character and hold and a bunch of false starts. Because honestly, if I look at the offensive line last 5 years, that's been one of my beefs with some of their guys is that you can count on one of them to get a little heady and do a false
Yeah,
start or
and every now and again, a ton of pressure up front before
right,
Josh can get a chance to complete his drop back. But like you got
right,
a man this size, you're not gonna be bull rushing him without him
yeah.
being able to anchor back.
And,
Because
and you know what that's a sign of too is that it's a sign of respect too amongst the division rivals too. Because if you look at what Jets and Miami did last year, a lot of their penetration came up the middle. It wasn't none of their
absolutely.
edge rushers. It was Quentin Williams coming up the middle, flip flopping whoever, and it was Wilkins and whoever he was running with getting up the middle. So
Mm-hmm.
now you making Wilkins work extra hard. Now you making Quentin Williams, which I'm sure that'll kind of be a pretty even matchup because they both big dudes. But now you making Quentin work, versus him just tossing motherfuckers to the side. Because in that one game before he left hurt, he was just tossing dudes. Like, I mean, that's all he was doing. So now it won't be as easy to get that pressure up the middle, which for Josh, he can deal with edge guys. Like, all right, you want to come off the edge, boom, boom, I'm gonna move around,
Yeah, it's
step
that
up.
quick up the middle pressure that is. I mean, who can beat that? I take
Right,
I take 3 steps and I literally got a man directly on me. Like I don't know
right.
what you want to do, and
The
sometimes
average,
you can,
yeah,
but
the
that's where you
average,
also saw them fumbles.
yeah, the average quarterback is not going to handle pressure up the middle that well. It just is what it is. Like I've
Right.
always said, pressure up the middle for any defense is always a key thing
Because again,
because
you look at somebody like Tom Brady, who's not mobile but has mobility in the pocket. You get edge pressure, he can slide up, he can move in that pocket. You put pressure in his face, it's a wrap.
right,
It ain't the same. That lateral movement is there. So that pressure up the middle, that takes most quarterbacks out. So if
right.
we can short the middle of that offensive lineup, that's gonna go a long way.
Right, right. And obviously the linebacker was selected next. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
Dorian Williams out of Tulane,
Tulane, JP lost
Louisiana.
me.
What you say? You
I
saw.
said, yeah, lost me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I read a little bit on him though. Unfortunately for me, I got caught up in focusing on the top 3 linebackers, top 4 linebackers, I should say, because I was looking at Deion Henley, which I think went 45 to the Chargers. But I was looking at Deion Henley, Drew Sanders, obviously Jack Campbell, and Simmons.
Hmm.
So when we passed on all of them, or when they were already gone by the time we selected, by the time third round go, I'm like pacing in my living room. I'm like, we got to
What
get
the
a
hell we about to
linebacker,
do?
but I'm just like, I don't really know too much about these other motherfuckers. I knew about Ivan Pace Jr., which wild part is he ended up going undrafted. So I knew about Ivan Pace, but like my range of knowing some of those second tier linebackers, so that's all Dorian really is. He's just a second tier linebacker from that draft class.
Hmm.
I think he was ranked like in the 6-7 range. And not 6th round, 7th round, but he was like the sixth best or
Yeah,
seventh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get a chance to do much homework on him, but after looking into him, with the range that he has, his ability to finish tackles, his ability to go sideline to sideline, and honestly, his ability to play bigger than his size is what I do like.
Yeah, he got
Uh,
a wingspan for somebody that's not a massive human, but he got a big
yeah,
wingspan.
yeah. They said he got a big wingspan, big hands, and I'm just like, you know what? You throw him in the mix, and we've seen where it should happen on this defense, where a Christian Bernard gets a start when nobody
Yeah.
thought he was starting. We've
Yeah, and the
seen
thing is, yeah, Brandon Bean said he's probably going to start on the outside, but also
right,
in other
right,
interviews said he has the ability to play the mic, just needs to be able to learn it and be
right,
able to get the point to call plays. So, like, I don't think he has to strictly be outside
right.
because, people saying he's small, but again, you look at the top middle linebackers in the league, a good chunk of them around that size.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't call them undersized. It's just when you go from a Tremaine Edmonds to
Yeah,
anybody, they're
I
gonna look small. They're
no,
gonna look undersized.
right. I was about to say the admins of the world, the Fred Warners of the world, those are outliers. Like you're not just finding the
Yeah, that's not the norm. Those are
right,
freaks.
right, right. You're not finding Tremaine Edmonds and the Fred Warners just everywhere. Like you're normally going to get what's his name, a Devin White, a Shaquille, um I think it's Shaquille Bear, but even Darius Leonard, like Darius Leonard is he looked big, but really ideally
Nah,
I think
he's not big. I think he's like 220, 225. Like, I don't
right,
think he's
that's
a
what
big
I'm saying.
guy.
Like I think he hold his weight well, but he really not that big at all. He just
Mhm.
play big and physical for his size. And that's why I look at guys like Dorian, and we'll see what Bernard looks like when they get back to camp. But I'm looking at it, going into camp, we normally have our battles that we look at. I'm really gonna key in on that matchup. I mean, on that little battle, because like we said going into the draft, we gonna know what they really think about this linebacker room by the time we're where we at right now. And I think we can honestly see they got confidence in those guys, and they gonna throw 3 or 4 of them out there, and they gonna say, "Yo, whichever one of y'all want to take the bull by the horn, knock yourself out. We're gonna give y'all a chance." I mean, Tyrell Dodson obviously will probably get the first dips at it, being that he's been here for about 4 years. But Bernard gonna get a chance. Bector gonna get a chance. Whenever Dorian get caught up, I'm pretty sure he'll get thrown in there by, preseason or whatever. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting. I
And
will
again,
say, yeah.
no, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I will say overall, I do like the youth in our linebacking group. Like, it's not like I'm feeling like, oh, we got the 49ers linebacker core, but like I do like the youth that we do have, because a lot of these young guys do have range, which I do like. Bernard can move around the field. He can blitz.
Shit,
Spectre showed that he can.
everybody outside of AJ Klein pretty much
Right,
can go sideline to sideline.
right, right. Like between AJ Klein and Spectre, because Spectre not really a rangy guy. He more downhill. But like I kind of like that each of them have like their own thing. And obviously Tyrell Dodson is like borderline the veteran of the group, where he can just kind of like
Yeah,
just hold it down if need be. Like he's like the perfect band-aid, where it's like, all right,
I need to get through a couple weeks.
right. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, Dotson, go out there, bro. We need you to get you like 10 tackles, and just like don't have us looking crazy out there.
Right. And the thing
Um,
is, like, the defense doesn't have to look exactly the same as it has. I think everyone is still focused on having the scheme be exactly the same. Not that I expect wholesale changes, but the roles don't have to literally be exactly the same that they have been. Like, it's okay with shifting some and, seeing what the defense has in store for these guys. Because again, you're noticing the players they're drafting is hella athletic. So there's a reason why they're getting linebackers with this type of style, this type of skill set. Like I highly doubt that they're picking players randomly just to do it. Like there's a reason why they're picking this style of linebacker. So they
Right.
think these linebackers can fit into whatever scheme they have
Right.
in mind. So like a lot of people tripping like, well, he's not a true middle linebacker. Does he really need to be? Like, is that how they still envision this role, or do they have something different in mind? Are they doing more multiple looks? Are they having different fronts? So they want a certain skill set that you can kind of adapt to either position. Is there even a true Mike in this defense? So like, I don't think it has to be a defined skill set that they need. So I just want to see it. I
Yeah,
just
right.
see what they.
And I want to see him get out there. I forgot what jersey number he picked. Hopefully it's not ugly, but
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I think all I really saw was
damn, I gotta go back and look now.
Justin Shorter had 18. That's the only one I really
I know the
remember.
corner got 29. How did I
Kincaid was what, 86?
Yeah, yeah. He was able to get his what's the name number?
Yeah, he's
Let me see.
86. Can't think of nobody with 86.
Uh,
Somebody, obviously. But
right. I'm trying to see where I saw they had their jersey numbers.
yeah, I know they put out the actual Bills put out tweets around the draft or shortly after the draft with their
Yeah.
numbers.
But whatever, I'll find. Oh, jersey reveal. What's his name? Williams. Oh, he got 42. Kind of weird, but whatever.
It's linebacker.
Yeah, whatever. It
Whatever.
ain't sexy, but we'll take it.
Yeah, not a
Um,
second number, but I mean, shit,
yeah.
it's whatever.
So, moving on to day 3. Anything jumped out, or do you just overall just kind of feel like, hey, more bodies for camp?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you just really just filling out depth, filling out the bottom of your roster. One thing I do like though, I do like the Justin Shorter pick. One, because he brings a size and skill set that the other receivers don't have.
Right.
But with him having so much special teams experience, like that's the bottom of your receiver room. So like this is your floor. So like you got a big body dude with good hands, not overly explosive, but you got a solid hand catcher of the ball and can
Right.
do special teams. So like you have someone who can give you something on the field and still provide special teams. Like I think it's taken away like that need for like a Taiwan Jones type role where it's strictly special teams. You have someone here who can, give you a little something on the field, hopefully, but still
Right.
provide the special teams experience that they're always looking
It's
for.
what it basically reminded me of after I thought about it was really just the Jake Krumro role, but just with more upside. Like Jake Krumro, we knew was going to be out there on special teams. We knew he would play maybe 8 or 9 offensive snaps a game, but it was either going to be for blocking or they was maybe going to give him one quick target while Diggs was getting a rest or while Davis was getting a rest. You know what I mean? Something quick.
Right.
But with this guy, the thing I like is that he can play special teams, but he can not only just be put in just for rundowns or just for a quick target, you can actually make it a meaningful target and go downfield with this motherfucker. Like you can drop back.
Contested catches, he's got
Right.
great
I'm about to
hands.
say you can throw him in there with Davis and Diggs on, a couple plays a game, go play action or however you want to spread it out, and he can go deep for 50 yards on an opponent's number 3 or number 4 corner and make that play.
Yeah, I'm happy to see, someone with some contested catches. You catch somebody in one-on-one, you give your 6'4" receiver a shot. Like,
Right. And we know Josh will. We
yeah,
know
because I'm
Josh.
going up against a corner that's 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. I got a 6'4" receiver with some size and some thickness to him. Like, yeah,
Right.
I'll get him a shot.
And if I already got Diggs and Davis out there, the corner that's on shorter is probably, like you said, not going to be no bigger than 6 feet. So I'm going to have a mismatch somewhere. So I like what he provides, given that he's sprinkled in maybe in his rookie season. I also like, looking at the end of the draft. I think the last pick was the guy Alex Austin. I
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that a lot of people had him going a little bit higher. I think it was like 5th round pick or something like that, 4th or 5th round. And I honestly like his size. They said dude like 6'1",
Yeah, 6'1".
195.
Yeah, 6'1", close to 190,
Right.
195.
Got some track and field experience in his past. And I'm just like, you
Got
give
some hits finding the ball. That's what I
right.
like to see.
Yeah, you give me a rangy corner who like to be aggressive, who you can make your number 6 corner or even, I don't
If
know.
nothing else, it could be a good development. I mean, if you don't make the 53 off rip,
Right, you
then
throw them on
throw
practice
him in the
squad
practice
and
squad
you just
and see what
protect them
happens.
for the first few weeks, you know what I mean, or whatever. If he ends up being that good, like I said, I don't know what he gonna look like in the Bills.
Right. Yeah, we have no
Right,
idea. But I like the toolkit that he comes to the
right.
table with.
The
And
toolkit.
you always need developmental people in the secondary. Well, everywhere, but especially the secondary.
Right.
As good as receivers are in this league, you really cannot have enough good corners.
I mean, look at how they develop. What's his name? Look how they develop Levi Wallace, Cam Lewis, Taron Johnson to a certain extent, because Taron wasn't no day one pick.
You still not gonna put no respect on your man's name.
I'm not. You know, you know,
Wow. You
I'm
are
not saying that
hating,
again.
man.
You know, I
Val, you
ain't
hating on my man Dane.
nah, bro.
Come on,
Every
you
week,
can't talk about pointing out examples of developing corners and now point out a fellow seventh round pick.
I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game, bro.
Oh,
Let him. I want.
man, come
I,
on, man.
I don't wish nothing on nobody, but hey, man, hey, they can battle it out for all I care for one of
My
them.
man done put some meaningful snaps in these last 2 years. My man can't even get enough for can't put no respect on his name.
I don't remember a big enough play. That's all I'm saying. My memory is like, yo,
Shit, that whole second half of the season once Trey went out, my man
I
was making
I
plays.
remember. I remember. I mean, I remember the Tampa Bay game. That was probably his best game as a Bills corner was against Tampa Bay. Which, granted, it was against Tom Brady, so I'm gonna give him credit for that. But outside of that Tampa game, I don't remember too much. I don't remember too much. I'm good. I got my Kyer. I
Is that
got
a
my
bad
Christian.
thing? You don't remember no bad plays either, though.
That's debatable. That's debatable. I'm just saying. I just get annoyed. Like I don't know.
You only
I'm
get
at the
annoyed
point.
because they was playing him over Kyer. That's it.
Right, or that, yeah, that too. But I'm just trying to get the Bills back, especially in the corner department, back to where we got two playmakers on both sides. Like what we grew up on. We grew up on
Mm-hmm.
Winfield and Clements.
No matter
Like
how bad our team is, we're gonna have some corners.
right, and I give McDermott credit for that. Like no matter what corner we get, whether it's seventh round or first round, normally they gonna do what they do.
Yeah, you got to keep swinging at that position. You can never
Right,
have too many. Never,
right,
never.
and right now they batting damn near 90%. So shout out to this front office. But like I said, I'm at that point now. I need plays. Like I don't need tackles outside. I don't need, you know what I mean, a tip pass here and there. I can tolerate because hey, that's an incompletion. But bro, I'm needing plays on the ball. And what I saw from Kyer and some flashes, because remember now he only played like what 50% of snaps. I
Yeah,
saw
I
him
don't
go
even
get a
have
couple
that many.
balls. I saw
Right.
him go. I saw him snatch a couple that was up for grabs, and I'm just like, that's what I want. Plain and simple. Give me
Yeah.
what I want, and what I need is plays on the ball, pauses. But yeah, so that's day one through day three. Now looking back at the whole weekend, what do you feel like is now our strongest group? And this is including free agency, because obviously, for those who don't know, we added Latavius Murray at running back, added our guy Puna Ford at defensive tackle from Seattle. So, I mean, looking at it right now, I think we can agree that linebacker will probably be our weakest group. Um,
I would say that. I'd
um,
say I'd say most unproven for
right,
sure.
right,
For
but
sure.
definitely most improving slash weak. Like, I mean, like, and not when I say weak, yeah, they're the weakest group on the team. Nah, I'm gonna just keep it like that. Like, if I put this team, if I put this linebacking group up for grabs, most teams only probably grabbing Milano, like as
Well,
a starter.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'll just say that. But outside of the linebacker group, what do you feel like after what we did this weekend and the last couple of days? What do you feel like right now is our biggest strength?
Ooh, I feel like that's a tough question because I well, I feel like a strength now that I didn't expect to be a strength is the running back room. Like I think they legitimately have a very talented and very well-rounded running back room. Like I think I'm expecting to see James Cook be like the leader in the clubhouse, but to
Right.
have Naeem Hines and now you throw two veterans in there who both have Latavius Murray having a longer history of success, but you're going two vets in there who can both tote the rock, both good in pass pro, both can go out and catch some passes. Coming off your bench, like that makes your receiving room or your running back room, excuse me, much more rounded. So like it's good to see, and both good at pass protection. So like
Right.
I wasn't expecting to go into this closer to the season and be like, running back room is a strength on this team. Like there wasn't a
Right.
thought that I would expect to have, but it's hard to ignore the amount of talent that's in that room now. And I'm not saying it warrants more picks or more plays than they've been getting the last few years because I still want this to be a predominantly throwing team, but
Right.
that running room, it's nothing to sneeze at. Like it's a solid room. Next, I'll probably say it's probably still just a secondary as a whole for me, even though there were no major changes that took
But
place.
you get all your all pro guys back.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You got Trey White another 6 months, another 8 month healthy
Right.
coming off the knee. I mean, ideally you got your two well, it should be two all pro safeties, but your Pro Bowl and all pro safety coming back. You adding Taylor Rapp to the situation, and Kyrie Elam year two, like and Taron Johnson naturally. It's just hard to not see the amount of talent. Granted, it's getting older for sure.
He's getting older, but that's why you throw in a Taylor Rapp. That's why you throw in a Kyer Elam
Exactly.
and even a Taron Johnson. Like we still forget he's only about 26, 27. So like, and even Trey only like 27 years old. So like, I think we got a good combination back there, and I think that most people should be excited to see what McDermott has in store with that secondary and with that front seven because
And I just want to see how he uses it, man.
right, because he got options right now. You can go 3 safeties, you can go 5 DBs, you can go 1 linebacker, you can go I don't want to say 3 linebackers, but you can mix it up. Like you can put
Yeah, I
Bernard
mean, I feel
Milano,
like
you can
you
put
can do a lot
Bernard
of
and
multiple
Milano.
different fronts with this.
Yeah, you can put Bernard and Milano out there and go sideline to sideline. You could put Milano and Williams out there and go sideline to sideline. On running downs, you can get your man Balin Spector in there, put his head in there. Or AJ Klein in some situations where you need a big stop on 3rd and 1. So I do like the fact that they're definitely versatile. I think they're more versatile on defense than they were last year,
Yeah.
which and they should be healthy. Obviously, they got to get through camp.
Right. This is all assuming health.
Oh yeah, for sure. So assuming health, I'm with you with the secondary, but definitely that running back room is definitely one that I will say I'm very happy with
Yeah,
going
it's
into.
like a pleasant surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those pleasant surprise because you look at it like, all right, last year we went in there with Motor, Cook, and Zach Moss. And, the average person is like, all right, that's pretty decent. You got your second round back and Cook, you got your guy Motor, who gonna give you tough yards. Moss, eh. But this year now is really not a running back in our room that you can really like sneeze at. Like, oh, he in the backfield. All right, let's just, you know what I mean? Let's just play whatever. Like, nah, you gotta pay attention. If Hines back there, all right, is he gonna get it on a toss sweep or is he gonna get it and go out for a screen? Like, you don't know
You
what
catch him
Hines
in
gonna,
open field, he can take that thing to the
right.
house
So
real
you don't
quick.
know what Hines' job gonna be if you see him in the backfield. Cook, he can be used the same way. If he in the backfield, is he going between the tackles? Is they giving him a quick sweep? Who knows? Harris, Murray, they can be used in their own way. Obviously,
Murray been doing this for years now and
oh
still
yeah,
got enough juice to take that thing to the house. He proved it last year that you put that ball in his hand, you give him a
yeah,
seam, he can take that thing to the house.
right. Murray for sure. To me, makes Harris' job a little tougher because they're similar, but I think the difference is Murray got a little more speed with his game than
Correct.
Harris.
Yeah. I mean,
So
he
it's
came in the
like
league as a 4-3, 4
right,
4 guy. Like came in the league with some speed. And
right, and he
I'm
and he
sure he's
got
not as fast anymore, but
right, and he
that
got
speed
that
is still there,
size at 6'3", 230 to like
which no one else has on the team. So like he definitely rounded that room out.
so now you really got real flexibility when we
And I
talk.
think all four of those guys make the team.
Oh yeah, for sure. And even if one is the designated guy who
It's
may not,
inactive. Yeah.
yeah, you might get Murray inactive on some days. Harris might be inactive on others. Hines, I expect to.
Yeah, if
I
he's
mean,
gonna be their main returner,
I was
which I
about to
mean,
say, as long as Hardy don't take the job from him on kickoffs, because I think Hardy would be more of the punt returner. But as long as Hardy don't take like both jobs, I think Hines should be a lock to be suited up for game day. But
right.
it may also be a weather situation too, where if it
Yeah,
is
whatever that game plan
right,
is.
if the game plan calls for both Murray and Harris, shit, you might just see Murray, Harris, and Cook just go in rotation.
Go ham. Right.
And you know what? I'm not mad at it because now that you got bruisers in front, now that you got the rookie in there, now that you got Big
Just
Dawkins back.
Stafford off the field.
Right, because he was just big and not just doing nothing. Like, I was almost pissed off. Like,
Yeah,
dog,
his
you
skill
big.
set fell off the clip quick.
Right. Like, I'm
That's the
like, dog,
thing, bro.
I'm like, you too big to be getting pushed around like that, fam. Like, I don't, you can talk about trying to get used to the technique of the formation, all that, but bro, you a veteran and you a
Right.
pro bowler at that. So it's like, it shouldn't have taken you no damn 17 games to figure that shit out. You just didn't come in on your shit. You should have been in better shape or something. I don't know what it was, but he in the living room right now,
Right,
unfortunately.
right.
So I don't know. But
But
I
yeah, I do feel like that D tackle room definitely got a ton better with the Puna Ford signing. Like
for sure.
added somebody there with that size. He's not a tall guy, but he's extremely long. Pause with there. But like 5'11", they say he got the wingspan of somebody 6'8".
That's crazy.
Like
Yeah.
how you 5'11", 315? Like that build is crazy in itself.
Yeah,
But
his
having
build crazy.
that shorter stance, like you just a bowling ball in the middle of the field. Like you're not getting pushed around, you're not getting moved,
Right.
you anchor in. And he
Right.
can penetrate, he can take on blockers. So like
Right.
that just adds another big body. So it's not just Daquan Jones being the only true like three tech on the team. You got someone else in there who can really,
Right.
take up some blockers,
Yeah.
make things a little bit cleaner for the linebackers,
And it
hopefully take a little pressure off of Ed or whoever else is at the on the other D tackle position at the
Jordan
one tech.
Phillips, whoever, like,
Yeah, whoever's in there.
and that's the reason why I like it because if you look at games where they might have been manhandled a little bit at the line, now you got certain guys you can throw in there. Like if the game get a little rough and a little rugged, you can throw in a lineup with Puna, Daquan Jones, Greg Rousseau, and Shaq and say, you not pushing us around. Like,
Right.
no, I mean, we got our four dogs in there. Good luck if you just trying to run it down our throats and run it down our throats for whatever reason. And then if
Mm-hmm.
you want to pass the ball, we can throw Ed Oliver back in there with Puna, with what I mean, Vaughn when he get back healthy and whoever else on the outside. So like I like the flexibility that they now got. I still feel like a veteran edge would be nice just
Oh
because we
yeah, I
don't
think yeah, I think it's still necessary. We don't know what Vaughn is. We don't know how
right.
long he's gonna be out. Is he gonna be a pup? Is he gonna be ready to start? Is they gonna just completely slow play it like they did Trey and then be around November?
And
And
I still think they're gonna let Epinesa and Boogie and them battle it out. Like I don't think they're gonna hand them boys like especially if they get a good veteran, like if they get like
a Houston or an
a
Ngakwe
Houston, a
or
Frank Clark or a Yannick,
yeah, any of
them
those guys.
boys just not getting handed the jersey. So like Epinesa and Boogie better be on their game.
Right.
Like I'm not worried about Groot. No, I know Groot will be
Yeah,
good.
no, I don't think I'm worried about him. I think
You
one
know,
that other spot is his.
even Shaq to a certain extent is like you know what you're gonna get from Shaq. So low
Yeah,
key, like unless one of them, like unless one of the young guys really take a leap, I don't think Shaq going nowhere. I mean, granted, hey, if they take a leap to knock Shaq off the team, I'm with it.
great. Right.
Yeah. I'll take a 23, 24-year-old defensive end than Shaq going towards the second half of his career. So it's gonna be interesting to see, but I definitely love the sign of Puna. I think that I thought they would do defensive end before defensive tackle, but that shows me that they were already in communication with Ford, and Ford was just the first one to hit him back, like, yo, I know y'all only offer me 1.7, but I'm gonna take it right now because I'm trying to get the ball rolling. Because a lot of
Yeah.
these dudes don't want to wait till they don't want to wait till July. Like I know some can get away with it, but
Yeah,
a
but it's
lot of
good to know where you're gonna be. Get your head in the playbook,
yeah,
get used to your team, who you're playing with. But
right,
the fact that he turned down more money to be here, it just goes to show you that Bill's got a good reputation around the league. Like you
yeah,
come here with the expectation of winning because they see the talent that's around here, they see the
right.
potential that's here, they want to be a part of it. So like, still getting used to that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I think I tweeted that the other day. It's like just once again here, and obviously we wanted to officially be, have some substance, like we're actually winning the Super Bowl, like Kansas City. But the fact that these players know, and these not just like slouches, like these good players know, hey, Von Miller said it last year, I can go here and compete for a championship every year. just because they
Right.
got a top 5 roster, they got a top 5 front office, they got a top 5 quarterback. So it's like, why wouldn't you? Oh, it's going to get cold a little bit. Okay, it's going to get cold in Green Bay. It's
Right.
going, it's going to rain or whatever. Okay, it can rain in
Gonna have a
Seattle.
chance
So
to win that championship.
right. So I still love the fact that, like you said, you got veterans that's still taking less money to pull up on us. We just got to get over that hump. And honestly, I don't know when that's going to be. We gonna hope
It's
that is
this
this
year.
year. We
Yeah.
gonna hope because you know what I mean. Like niggas ain't got shit.
Yeah.
I
We
can't
gotta get
stress
to the
out every
Super
week.
Bowl, man. I need to experience this, dog.
Right, right. We
Need to
can't.
know what this feels like.
Yeah, we can't be sitting here stressing out every Sunday just for boys to go home in a divisional round. Like you know what I mean. We ain't signed up for that. So, um, hopefully between the draft and free agency, all this adds up to really just a great start to the year. I know they got the schedule release coming up next week. Um so speaking on that, like I could have gone around the NFL, but I know we rounding up on 45 whatever minutes. So just going to ask you real quick, do you have any overall predictions for the schedule? Like for the Bills, I should say at least. You got anything that you think is going to be a given? I mean, I know we're going to be on there like 5 6 times. Like that's almost a
Yeah, I mean, whatever the max is from a prime time game standpoint, I expect them to get it. So I think it's 5 or 6, like you said. So I expect that. We got the England game tossed in there too. I don't think we're gonna be that season opening game with Kansas City. Like I think it's definitely a good draw, but they got a lot of good teams on their schedule. I just got a feeling it's not the Bills. I wouldn't be surprised if we opened up prime time against the Jets or some shit like that at New
that'll be
York.
that'll be cute. That'll be cute. Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers, Josh Allen,
yeah,
Sauce versus
something like
Dig.
that wouldn't surprise me. Like, just come, let's do this. Let's shut this shit down early. Let's,
Yeah, let all that Rodgers because they're gonna put the Jets on prime time week 1. Like that's
yeah. So like that, I feel like that's a given.
yeah, that's a
And if
given.
they
So
don't, I'll be very surprised if they don't put them on Sunday night or something.
right, Sunday or Monday night, I can see that. Definitely, I would say leaning towards Sunday. So I'm with you. I think Jets Sunday night football, maybe against the Bills at home, or maybe they just give Jets. I mean, they give Rodgers his first home game in front of the Jets fans at home.
Oh, I think it's a 1,000,000% chance that Jets' first game gonna be at home, and I think it's a very good chance it's gonna be prime time.
Right, I'm with you on that.
Big market team, big name quarterback. NFL can't resist that.
Yeah, nah, hey, Aaron Rodgers, come
Yeah,
on,
they,
man.
they can't resist that. So
Yeah, I'm with you on that. For the Bills, I'll say my prediction for the schedule is that they
Giants versus Jets would be a good first game of the season, though. That'd be
to a
cute.
certain extent, to a
Yeah.
certain extent, yes. Not as splashy for me, only because I'm just like, I still don't think the Giants offense like makes me
It's
fall
week
out.
one though. You know,
I know, but they don't make
City
me fall out
versus
my
City.
chair. Yeah, I need some more spice. Like, because if Aaron Rodgers and them beat the Giants week 1, I don't want to hear nothing about them being like real threats. Like,
You're gonna hear that all year, dog. You're
I
gonna
know,
have them, you're gonna have people picking Jets to win the division. You're gonna have people picking them go to the Super Bowl. You're gonna be hearing it all year.
right?
So
I mean, shit, it is what it is. I respect it. Like, I mean, you get you a Hall of Fame quarterback. I understand how that works. Shit, the bet odds gonna be in their favor to probably finish second place in our division. Because people gonna wait to see how healthy Tua is first. So
right.
I expect the Jets to kind of get the slight edge over Miami. Obviously we'll have the slight edge to be number 1 because, like you said earlier, I mean, shit, we what 4 years in a row now, 3 years. I can't keep up, but yeah. So it'll be interesting. If I had to predict, I'd definitely roll with you on that Bills Jets week 1. I'm gonna say Sunday night football. I think we'll also think they may move that Kansas City game to later in the year. I think they've
I hope so, man. I'm sick of playing them in that week
yeah.
5 to week 6
Yeah, I
spot.
mean, at least for my sake, I prefer to play them in
Bro,
like
I want to play them at the back end of the season when they both battling it out for like a 1 seed potential. Like that's what I really want to see. Like, yo, put all the marbles on the
right.
table, all the eggs in the basket, whatever saying you want to use. Like that's what I kind of want to see.
Kind of
Because you
like
know
how
both teams gonna be in play. So like fuck it. Let's just do it.
right, kind of like how Bill Cincinnati was last
Yeah,
year.
well, how that was supposed to be. Like, yo,
Yep.
this is a big game, two of the best teams going at it for, something big at play.
Right. That should be fun. So we'll see how that goes.
I am
Around
sick of playing Kansas City in the regular season though.
oh for sure because
Like
the hype done died down a little bit because it's like we know that they're gonna meet again. Well, they didn't meet last year, but we know ultimately that regular season game doesn't matter. Like it matters at the
Right.
end because rankings and conference records and stuff.
Seeding and all that.
But
Yeah, I'm just
we
for
done beat them
non-division teams.
twice. Yeah, we done beat them twice and still didn't get the number one seed.
Right. I'm just sick of seeing them. That's all. Not that I'm afraid of them or nothing like that. I'm just sick of playing this team. That's how I felt about Tennessee too. Like I'm sick of playing Tennessee every
Niggas,
damn year.
they don't even know what they doing, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee know what they're doing.
Bro, them niggas is trash. I don't. They
I
whatever.
said, damn, you gonna draft the quarterback. You didn't even get your other man's a chance.
They play him about 7 quarters.
I said, you gave Malik Willis a game and a half. I said, damn, yeah,
Right.
sheesh.
Malik Willis sitting at home like, damn, all right. Tell
Right.
me how you really feel then.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Atlanta got Ritter over there with the best running back in the draft, the best tight end from last year's
he
draft,
over there comfy as hell right now.
and didn't prove a damn thing. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I'm like, Atlanta would be really nice if
With a
I had
quarterback.
some type of confidence in Ritter.
Because the thing is, if Ritter is not good, they don't even have anything to fall back on.
Right.
Like they ain't even hedge they bet, nothing. It's all in on Ritter, and that's no disrespect to Ritter, but it's like, yo,
he ain't do nothing.
he ain't show anything when he was in,
My
and
man threw
you ain't even bring
88.
a vet to
My man
compete.
was
You ain't throw a rookie in there to compete.
right. My man was averaging 88 yards a game, bro. In today's
Mm-hmm.
NFL. Like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm not living with that. I'm not living with that. But I was gonna
Yeah.
go around the league, but I do got some other business to take care of. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to keep it
Yeah.
try to
But
keep
you
it simple.
do got to mention that Lamar Jackson signing that big ass contract.
Oh yeah, he finally got his, man. Shout out to Lamar, man.
Highest
Big
paid
shot.
player in NFL history. But
Big
you know
shot.
what? They should have fucking signed him when Josh Allen got his contract. Like, why they even beat around the bush this whole time? Like they could have had him at a contract similar to Josh and not be paying all this money. Granted, I still think he's worth what he got because the
Right,
top tier quarterback. But like you could have avoided all this.
right.
You could have locked him up 3 years ago and not going through this whole damn circus. And now you paying X amount of dollars. Shit, Josh Allen barely getting paid top 10 quarterback money at this point with all these other contracts. And that's before Joe Burrow and that's before Justin Herbert getting there soon. So like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen's contract is looking prettier and prettier by the day.
Pretty, and I'll take it. I'll take it. As long as Josh keep his legs closed, we good. Nah, I'm
Hey.
playing. Pauses. Nah.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Hey, hey,
But
hey,
nah,
hey.
like shout out to Lamar though, for real, on the real note, man. They actually finally paid the man. They actually surrounded him with my favorite receiver from the draft, Zay Flowers, OBJ.
Yeah. That's
Um
gonna be
it's
fun.
gonna be nice.
OBJ, Zay Flowers, Mark
Bateman.
Andrews,
Yeah.
Bateman.
And that guy, what's his name? Isaiah Likely. Like they got
Oh yeah, I
talent.
forgot about Likely. And
Yeah, I
they
like
still got Dobbins there. Like, well, I mean, again, health depending.
health dependent for sure. But nah, it's looking up for Baltimore. I mean, I know, Pittsburgh made some nice moves in the draft. We all
Cincinnati's still
know
there.
Cleveland looks decent. Oh, of course, Cincinnati. So AFC North might actually be some real competition versus,
Every division except for the South is tough. The
and the thing
South
is doo-doo, but I will say
bad.
I do give the Texans front office credit because ever since they hired D'Amico Ryans, they've actually been making smart moves. Like for years, Houston was they were just getting players just to get them.
I mean,
Like
would you have traded up all them picks to get Anderson? I feel
um
like I
I
feel like I
think
can't give up that many assets for any position other than quarterback. Like you
yeah,
gave up a lot to get up there.
so they did, but here's my take on that though, is that Ryans was probably in their ear like, listen, bro, y'all know why I came here. I came here to shore up this defense and make sure this defense is elite. I know y'all want y'all franchise quarterback, but if we can make something shake to get me one of the best defensive players in this draft, can we do it? And
He
I like the
certainly
fact,
is.
yeah, I like the fact that they was able to get the best defensive player. They was able to get the quarterback that they wanted. And now you look at what they did throughout the draft, they was able to add some pieces here and there. But in free agency, I like what they did too. Obviously, adding Motor, grabbing guys from the 49ers who he was cool with. And I don't know. I just like the makeup of their team. Now, how far are they gonna get with CJ Stroud in his rookie year? Probably nowhere much,
But
especially
that division ain't amazingly strong, so
well,
all you
right.
got to
And
do
that
is
in
get
that
hot at the right
division
time.
could get sneaky, right?
But you
And
got Jacksonville, who's been all right. They've been on
right.
the up and up.
Jacksonville will be
And
there.
Indy's rocking with a rookie quarterback along with you, so
Right.
a more developmental one at
Right.
that,
I
who
think
may not be
honestly,
out the box ready.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee fall to number 4, to be honest.
Man, listen, that would not surprise me in the slightest.
I'm just saying, because we know the coach at least gonna bring it, with the run game. And then if Leonard is healthy, they got their defensive leader back. Like I said, Houston, they're gonna be just better all around. And then you figure Jacksonville is gonna try to feed off what they did last year. Yeah, I don't see Tennessee winning more than 6 games. So
Unless Tannehill
nah,
discover something that we ain't discovered yet, is
Bomb ain't even got no weapons over there. Like he going with a second year wide receiver out of
Traylon Burks.
Cincinnati.
And where's
Yeah,
Robert Woods now? Who did Robert Woods sign with?
oh man, I think he went to like Atlanta or somewhere strange. I feel like I don't know. You might have to look that up
Shit.
before you get out of here.
Yeah, I'm pulling it
Uh,
up now. Watch that as be like Houston or some shit.
yeah, it's gonna be somewhere weird. Atlanta.
Oh, Houston. Yeah,
Just
on the
talking
Texans.
about it. Yeah, so like,
Man,
which
it was
wasn't.
something random like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely random because I don't even know what kind of passing offense, outside of them getting. I don't know, but whatever. Um, yeah. So, just to round it out, man. Listen, good overall week for the Bills. I gave them, and you can give them a quick grade. I gave them a B plus. I don't know how you feel about that. You feel like that's a good, decent?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I was in probably more along like
Okay.
A minus range because I think they got very good value. They got very good talent. Um, good athletes added to the team. Add
Right.
good depth. So I would think a solid A minus.
Okay, cool. Well, we're close enough. We close enough. Like I said, I just had some favorites I wanted, but the board really didn't fall the way it should have.
Yeah,
I've
then
ended up trading back like 30 times. It was what
I
it
think
was.
that's what a lot of people want. They wanted the receiver, and if the receiver wasn't there, trade back. But
Facts.
like
It
I
is what
said,
it is.
give me somebody to help Josh, and that's what they did. So
I take
first
Kincaid.
picks at that on offense, and that's what I wanted. Offensive heavy draft. Go find me a D tackle, which didn't work out, but that's part
Yep.
of the board the way it
That's
fell.
why you
But
get your man Puna.
yeah, but again, they were on the phones quick to get that worked out. They didn't get a young running back in the draft. They had made that call out to Latavius, and
Right.
the
And we
rest is
rolling.
history.
And we
Yeah,
rolling.
so
We're gonna get a couple more pieces probably in the next 5 or
yeah,
6 days.
I think
And
there's definitely a veteran DN coming
yeah.
for sure. We don't know what name it'll be, but there's definitely going to be somebody because
Whoever want to take that 2 mil, that's the number he keep throwing
yeah,
around.
we got that too for you, dog. Can't
You
do
got
nothing
that
more than
too. If you
that.
want to take the two,
Yeah, we can throw some incentives on there for you, but you're gonna have
yeah,
to take this too.
I'm gonna take this two.
That's gonna
But,
be that.
right. But now we're gonna keep it simple. Sign off out of here. Hopefully next week we'll get some more information on maybe some draft. I mean, not some draft leaks, but some schedule leaks. And
Yeah, that'll be around the time they'll be popping up more than likely.
oh yeah, it's gonna be definitely some shit breaking. So it'll be some leaks. It'll be probably another signing or two, like we discussed. So hopefully y'all stay tuned. Y'all lock in. Y'all like what y'all like. Y'all subscribe, comment when y'all can. Tell a
Please
friend,
do.
tell a friend. We still got some people we got to connect with, and I say that every week, but I really mean it. We just are
We
extremely
definitely
busy
gonna link
people.
up. I'll
We just
speak
gonna
for
be.
Vel. Vel said, "Go Knicks."
Oh yeah, you already know the vibes. You already know the
Vel
vibes. My
said,
man,
"Big Nick
My
season."
man Mello was in the crib
Man,
yesterday.
listen, bro. Every time they cut the camera over to Melo, my insides just got sad. I'm just like, oh,
Man, yeah,
could
I
have
was.
been him, man.
I wish they honestly just would have picked him up just to be like the 10th or 11th
Just
man. Like,
because.
yeah, like let that man.
Got D Rose on the bench, might as well throw Melo out there too.
Right. Even though it's hard to put Melo on the bench and like not let him in, especially when they struggling on offense at times. Like, nah, you gotta put Melo in there.
Yo, you tell me Melo can't be a spot shooter on that
But
team
that's what
right
I'm
now?
saying. His last season in the NBA, he was averaging like 17 with the Lakers. Like,
Yes.
but anyways, it was good seeing them boys rock it out. Good seeing LeBron steal one late last night against Golden
Yeah,
State.
they
Well, I
held
know
him
this is
on.
This is coming out a day
Jordan
later.
Poole, Jordan Poole, damn near pulling from half.
He be playing like he playing in front of the hose, man. He got to chill out,
For
man.
real, man. He shot that shit up like Carrollton from fucking Fresh Prince. I'm like,
Right.
yo, bro, you got 10 seconds, dog. That's the best shot you think you got.
He don't care.
I
He
said, you
said,
think
fuck
you
it.
Dame? You think
He
you
don't
Curry?
care. He don't care.
The only people I want shooting from that range consistently is Curry and Dame. That's
Yeah.
it.
Right.
That's
It
that's
may
not
it may, it
not
may be
regular
Clay if
Dame.
he in his but it may be Clay if he in his bag. I mean, Clay don't really shoot from
Clay
there,
don't
but
pull from that deep. Clay is an assassin from the line, but
okay. I don't know what was beeping, but anyways, but yeah, so the NBA playoffs been real for my basketball fans. Y'all already know what it is, man. Go Knicks. Go LeBron. I can't really say go Lakers, but I'll say go LeBron. And
oh, AD dropped 30 and 20 on him.
yeah, big brow.
I said, damn, dog.
Yeah,
That's grown
yeah.
man numbers right there.
He back looking top five. I'll give him that. He back looking top five. I'll give
Tell
him
that
that.
boy to tape them ankles up. He be good.
Right, right. But y'all listen, man, it's really been real. Like I said, hectic week. Um, a lot of shit going on, but y'all just pray for us. Y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all take care of y'all mental. Y'all continue to love on the people
Take care
around
of your
you.
chickens. Oh.
Right. Take care of your chickens, right? Big happy birthday shout out to our man, C. Hillman.
Let's go
Uh,
see Hill.
Big C Hill, you know what I mean? Celebrating his birthday.
Big
Uh,
3-4.
Big 34, Big Barkley. So,
Hey, big Bart.
Big Barkley.
Big Thurman.
Big Thurman too.
Big
But
Thurman.
right. But nah, shout out to him and we're gonna catch y'all next week, man. So it's
Yeah,
been real.
we back at it. Y'all
Um,
have yourself a wonderful week.
you know the vibes, man. We'll check in with y'all next week. Peace out.
Go Bills.
Man.